Okay, people, that cha-ching you heard is the sound of your money going down the drain if you try to pay for mental health services on your own. That's why I'm here today, to give you resources so that if you have no insurance, you can get the mental health service help that you need. So I have not had insurance many times in my life, and I was in desperate need of mental health services. So I had to do research and figure out who could help me either with low cost or no cost. So I have 6 resources today for you so that if you need to get help today, you can go and actually look into these services for yourself and find what works best for you and for your pocketbook. So my first resource is probably something you already know about. It's the sliding fee scale, right? It is when you can pay what you can based on your income. And many places have a sliding fee based scale set up for people who cannot afford to pay full price, okay? So how can you find these places? Well, luckily you have me to tell you, because there are many places you can go to find sliding fee scale based pricing. However, if you want a one-stop shop, you should try the Open Path Psychotherapy Collective organization. They will match you up with providers who can give you pricing based on your income. So the pricing could be anywhere from $30 per session up to $65 per session. It just depends on the provider and what they will accept. But it's a good place to start because you can go there, you can look up exactly what you need and find out exactly who will take what you can afford. My next source is private therapists. So most therapists have their fees set. However, if you set your heart on a particular therapist and you really think that therapist could help you and you really think you're a good fit, you could reach out to that therapist and find out if they operate on a sliding fee based scale or if they will work around what you can afford to pay. Now, in my research, I have found that some psychologists and therapists are willing to do this, especially for patients that they feel are a good match. So they will not turn you away if they're really good and really care. They will work with your income. So you just have to ask if that's possible. And don't be afraid to ask because all they can say is no, right? My next source, this is a good one. And I have not tried these yet, but there are apps out there for online counseling. I have seen many good reviews from people who say that they like online counseling. And these apps can help you because they will hook you up with counselors who can give you online counseling for a lower charge than what you would get if you were to go into the office. So what are these apps and where can you find them? I actually located 2. I'll give you those, but there are others and you would have to go do your own research to figure out what would work best for you and also what is the range of the fees involved. So the first app is Talkspace. You can pay $65 per week and have sessions at your leisure. Then we have BetterHelp, which is another app. And the average range for pricing on this app is about $35 to $80 a week. So you can go check out those apps and see if that would be a viable option for you. So if you were thinking that these last couple options were just way out of your price range because you still cannot afford it, well, that's when NAMI comes in. So NAMI is the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and they are a 24-hour hotline, and they can help you find very low cost to no cost services for mental health in your area. So I used NAMI maybe a few years ago when I was having issues with my anxiety and OCD. And they were really helpful for me. So my next source is also very low cost, or could be very low cost. So basically it's using university psychology programs. So if you have a university in your area, you can go there and there are graduate students who will give you counseling. Now, these students are under direct supervision from experienced professionals, so you do not have to worry about being with someone who is inexperienced in the counseling field. So if you go this route, you could pay much less money than you would pay if you were going to a regular office. I actually tried this maybe a few years ago. However, the program was so popular because of the low cost that they could not get me in for an appointment. So that could be an issue too, but that is something to look at. Check out the universities in your area, see if they offer something like this, because it could be a lifesaver for you and for your pocketbook. So stay with me, people, because this is the last source to save you some money. If you are okay with going and actually talking within a group, you could get help that way, because a lot of psychologists and therapists have support groups in your area, and they are facilitating these groups. And I actually was doing some research and saw that some psychologists were charging as low as $10 just to come to the support group, or for free. And that could be very helpful. And you could actually go there and actually feel a part of a community. I personally don't like support groups because of my OCD symptoms. I don't want to hear about anybody else's symptoms or problems in a support group because it will make me anxious. However, if you're okay with this, this could be a viable option for you. So these are some resources. If you have no insurance, check them out. Get the help that you need. You don't have to worry about not being able to afford it in this day and age, because there are so many resources that you can use to pay low cost to no cost. Or if you can afford a little more but are still on a budget, there are some options for you too. And I provided some of those for you in this video. If you have any others that you've used, leave them in the comments and let me know. Everything that I told you about so far, I am going to list in the description. You can go there and see that information. If you have any questions, comment, like, come back, subscribe. Have a great day and see you next time, everybody. Bye.